Hey beautiful child of God, I'm Jasmine and welcome to my channel. Hey Jasmine Danielle. It's been a long time since I've said that, 4 months to be exact. My last video was December 4th, 2021 and it is now April 7th, 2022. Full disclosure, I've tried to film here and there since the beginning of this year, but it just never felt like the right time, and I just honestly didn't want to be in front of the camera or vlog. I just wanted to experience life for what it is and just enjoy it before I turn on the camera and document it, if that makes sense. I'm trying to find that balance now that I'm not in school anymore and things are not as exciting as it was living on campus and being around my friends and all this kind of stuff. But long story short, I tried to film this 3 times. This is the 4th time I'm filming this and I'm praying that this is the final time. I'm just gonna, not ramble. Actually, I'm rambling now, so let's go ahead and hop into the video and I'll explain, okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a rapid recap of what has been going on in my life in the past few months, and then I'm going to share with you why I was gone and what I'm thinking about next steps for my social media presence and all that good stuff. So December is where I left you. December 4th is when I filmed my last video in 2021, and in there I was in this headspace where I was like, I need a break. I feel like I'm processing a lot of things. I'm starting to miss college and the fact that a new year's arising, and I'm feeling really, I don't know what my plans are for the next year. Let me take some time to kind of think about it. And with that, I was also thinking, well, I've been doing YouTube and stuff for 3 going on 4 years now it's my 4th year, and I see a lot of people my age, turning it into a business, becoming full-time influencers, and I was just really conflicted how I wanted to move forward with my career, with my life, because my social media presence was starting to bleed into my career because I have all these skills. I'm like, well, I can use it and make it my job, but I didn't know how. So I was in this headspace and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I'm the kind of person, if I'm not gonna make really great content, I'd rather not make content at all. So that's a big reason why I decided to take a break, and why I've been gone for a long time as well. In my mind, 4 months feel like 4 years in the social media world. Literally, after I decided to take the break, I'm so happy. I feel like it was a Holy Spirit moment, because right afterwards my family went on a trip, and I'm so glad that I was able to not have to worry about uploading while I was on the trip, and I was able to enjoy my time with my family. We were gonna go to Hawaii, but the trip ended up getting canceled because of everything going on with the pandemic, and so we ended up going to Florida. It was just really nice, and I'll insert some footage here so you can kind of get a little glimpse of what it is, just in case you're interested in going to Florida, or maybe you're from Florida. Look how glimmery this water is. went to, where did we go? We didn't go to Miami. Let's see, cities in Florida. Fort Lauderdale. Okay, so we went to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it was really nice. The weather was beautiful. It was so weird to me because it was December and it was like almost Christmas time, but it felt like it was summer. It was gorgeous. For Christmas, my oldest sister came and spent time with us. So it was really nice because I don't get to see my older sisters much, really, because they live in different cities and different states. You only get to see them like once a year, and that has been less because, you know, what's been going on in the world. So it was nice to kind of reconnect with family and spend time with her and just have someone visit us for Christmas, because Christmas just didn't feel the same. The holidays haven't just felt the same lately when you're not able to gather with your family. And so that was December. Then we're rolling into January. So January. In January, the first memory I remember is that it snowed. Like, it snowed quite a lot, and I'm from the south, and it snowed quite a bit, and I'll share some footage there too.
Okay, I want you to see how deep the snow is. Okay, look, I'm stepping into the ground. Look at that. I've never seen snow this high up on the ground in Tennessee before. It's even deeper over here. Like, in the places that we haven't stepped yet. Like, you can't even see my foot at some point. Oh my goodness, look at his face! Oh my goodness! He's eating it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me stop.
We got several inches of snow, and usually, you know, in the south, even if we get a little flurries, school is shut down. And people in the north are like, what? We walk in like several feet of snow. My little sister's dog, Bentley, he was born last year, so this was his first winter and his first time experiencing snow, and it was so fun to see him play in it. He loved the snow, and it was just really beautiful to see. And then I went on a fast with my church, and that's why I also didn't upload in January, because I decided to include my social media in that because I thought it would be more of a challenge. So my mom and I went on a fast. I thought that was a great way to reset for the new year and kind of gain some clarity and direction intentionally from God. And during that time, I injured my foot. I fell in my room while trying to dance move in socks. I don't recommend. And I for sure thought I possibly had broken my toe because it hurt so bad. It was swollen for days. I was limping for a while. I had to sit in bed for a while and for several days on and off and elevate my foot, and it was just hard to walk everywhere. It was a very humbling moment, and I feel like God was forcing me to rest in that sense because I'm not good at it. So I learned a valuable lesson not to dance in socks. And then I also went to my first NBA game. The Memphis Grizzlies versus, I don't remember the other team. I just remember the Memphis Grizzlies because we drove all the way to Memphis for them. It was just a cool experience to go. It was on Martin Luther King Day. Got a chance to honor him and then also be able to spend time with my family. Oh my goodness. If you hear people mowing out loud outside, people... No. I was trying to film this before somebody started mowing the lawn. Wow. Dang it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like right outside my window. We're gonna have to change locations. Okay, we're gonna have to finish this video in the guest room because people are mowing outside the lawn. But that was pretty much January. Moving on to February. February was an interesting time. It was a short month, but it also came with some tough moments. I think it was the peak month for my anxiousness and stress and all the pressure I was placing on myself. I felt guilty for being away creatively for so long, but I also was sad because I missed college and who I was and my former identity as a student and all the things I was involved in, you know, being a part of the Black Student Association, being a broom recruiter, being an RA. I miss just my community. College is such a unique time in your life, and I'm so glad that I got a chance to experience it and live on campus. And I'm so glad that I have videos to look back on, the vlogs that I made, and I was so happy that I got a chance to make advice videos to help other college students feel comfortable in this new season of life that they're navigating. But I just realized I was like really missing who I was and what I did and who I was with, and just I felt like I was thriving in college. Even though it was stressful at times, I felt like I was thriving. You know, this YouTube channel was birthed out of my college experience, and I don't know, moving back home has been such a blessing because I get to be with my family and I get to save money while I work for my work and then be able to afford my own place by myself this year. But I do miss being around my friends. I do miss being around people my age. I miss the autonomy that I had and just the excitement that came from living in the city versus living in the suburbs. So that's been kind of challenging as a content creator, not feeling inspired by my environment. I'll get more into it later in the video, but basically February was a decent month, but it was full of emotions, and I kind of hit like an emotional breaking point midway through the month where I felt like I was holding on to so many things and trying to figure out things for myself and try to control my life. And I feel like it was a moment where God had to step in. I just kept on crying because I was trying to process things, and I was sad, and I was really afraid that I was slipping into what people call post-grad depression because I just couldn't feel better. Like, I was functioning at work and everything, but when it came to being creative and the things I used to like, which were making videos, cooking, baking, those type of things, I just didn't want to do them. I just didn't really want to do them. And it's part of the reason why, again, I haven't been making videos, because I just didn't want to be on camera. I don't know if this is making sense. I think I'm rambling again. It's something I wanted to avoid. But basically, February just came with a lot of just growing pains. That's how I would describe it. And they just were really just uncomfortable. But I know I needed to go through it because the person I am now, the woman I am right now, is so much better for it. And that's funny how life works. I feel like God taught me a valuable lesson of learning to surrender and really be honest with Him and myself. So I learned that valuable lesson in February. During that time, I also went and got an stye removal for the first time, and it was such a weird experience.
Okay, so this is what my eye looks like without my glasses on. As you can see, it's red, a bit bruised, which is expected, and swollen. It's not as wide as this one. When I was driving home, it was watering so much.
It was a very weird experience. The recovery process actually was painless. I'm so grateful, but it was really gross. I'm so glad that it's gone now because I've been dealing with the stye in my eye since last November, and I thought it would get better, and it just didn't. So I'm grateful that I was able to get it removed. And during that time, I also was starting to look for jobs outside of what I do now, which is work for a podcast company, or used to work for a podcast company. Again, I will explain. And I felt guilty for that because I was doing really well at my job, and it wasn't the company, it was the fact that I was self-employed. And I wasn't sure if being self-employed was what I wanted to do right now. Not saying I would never do it again. At that point in February, I started looking for full-time positions to see what was out there. Again, I wasn't ready to like fully leave the company yet. I was deep in some projects, and I just wanted to continue learning there, but also keep my options open. So that's where I was in February, which brings me to March, which I'm so happy to say that March was a much better month for me. So March was just basically what I would consider like a restoration month for me. I feel like a lot of things were restored. My joy, my peace of mind, my physical health, my eye stye. After it was removed, my eye was able to heal really nicely, and my foot has been feeling a lot better, which is great. And I started working out again more, and the idea of getting back on YouTube was starting to sound more exciting, and things are looking promising job-wise. And it was just a really good month. I got a chance to go to brunch with several people in March, got to reconnect with some friends. The weather was really nice, more sunshine, less cold and rain, even though the weather still keeps going back and forth. So March was a lot better. Yeah, and now that brings me to April, and it is April 7th, like I said. Still at the very beginning of the month. This is now quarter 2. Quarter 1, I just took that time to rest and recover, and now that we're in April, that's pretty much the life update. So where am I now? Well, one, I just left my first job that I ever got after college, which was working at the podcast company. I made some videos about my experience there, my first day as an intern and my first day, being self-employed with the company fully. And I am now currently I'm on a break before I start my next job, which is my first full-time position. I have a salary and benefits. It's so wild, and the story of how it came to be is such a God-ordained story. It's wild. I can't wait to share it with you once things kind of settle in. Like literally while I'm filming this, I have a few days to rest and then I start next Monday. So I am just trying to take it all in and process so much, and so much of my life has just been shifting and I felt really unsettled for the past year. And that leads me into what I really wanted to say before I end the video, which is kind of let you know, where is my mind and where is my heart regarding, YouTube and content creation, and why I've been gone for 4 months. At the end of this month, April 23rd, will mark 1 year since graduating, and that is so wild. And I just feel like I've grown so much, and it's so hard to capture in video how much I've grown. But I know for a fact, like I have my journal right here I've journaled so much this past year, and I'm so happy to be able to look back at how I was feeling. There was ups and downs, and crying moments, and smiles, and just so much. Like post-grad life is truly a roller coaster, and life in general is, and I'm learning that now. And there's some really exciting things about to take place in my life, but I also know that I had to go through some tough moments too. And basically, I'm in this weird season of life where there's so much shifting and change happening that I kind of wanted to just take the time to experience it for myself without turning it to a YouTube video or Instagram caption or talking about it on Instagram stories. Like, I'm trying to find the balance now with creating content but living my life. And that's just been kind of hard because I'm in the lifestyle niche on YouTube and just in content creation in general. So that means that my content is centered around things that are happening in my life. And I don't know, I've just been, since graduating, I've just wanted to be more private and hide some more, which is not, hiding sounds really bad, but I don't know, maybe it's because I'm at home. I'm just trying to figure things out, if you can't tell. But while I'm living at home right now, I just kind of wanted to really just spend time with my family and be more present. And I talked about this in one of my videos when I was talking about discontentment that I was dealing with last year. And I just know like my time at home is running out because things are falling into place where I'll be able to look for my own place. My parents will help me look for my own place sometime this year, and I won't get this time back. And it's just been really nice to just learn to love and enjoy and be content with who I am right now, not preoccupied with who I want to be or who I think I need to be, and then enjoy my life and what I'm doing right now versus what I could be doing or what I see other people doing. Because sometimes I'll get on, like I'm in this age bracket now where I get on Instagram and there's people from middle school and high school and even college who are getting engaged, married, having kids, moving to different cities, doing all these type of things, and it makes you kind of like question things about your own life, and you get into this comparison rut, and it's just not healthy. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to navigate my social media moving forward, putting in boundaries about what I want to share in this new season in life moving forward and what I don't want to share anymore, creating systems so I can avoid leaving YouTube for months and then coming back and then wanting to do it. Like, I just don't want to be in this cycle of like create for a few months, leave for a few months, create for a few months, leave for a few months. I want to enjoy my youth. I'm so young still. I'm very early on in my 20s, and sometimes I put this pressure on myself to always have things figured out and be perfect. I'm an old soul as well, and so sometimes I just feel like I want to talk about things or share things that people just probably don't want to watch or are not entertained by. I don't know, I don't want to ramble anymore. I'm just figuring out a lot of things, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So I don't have an upload schedule right now. I I just don't know. That's where I am. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed this recap video, and my camera is about to die, so I will see you in the next one. Bye!